Well, happy Friday. Unless you're not watching this on Friday, and maybe it's happy Saturday or happy, I don't know what, but hello, hello. Now you may be wondering, why are these here? Okay, I finally got my new glasses. So let's see if you can figure out which is which. Look at the difference. My goodness. These are the new ones, by the way. I'm going to put them on too. I'm so excited because when I've had these for so long, it's ridiculous how long I've had these. So much so that I'm retired now. But when I did have them, I didn't need them for walking around, so I would do this and like kind of toss them on my desk, and I wore off the coating. So we're saying goodbye to those. And un momento. Hello to these. So now I can see what I'm doing. Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness, things are so clear. Although I am still getting used to them. Still getting used to them. All right. Whoa. Actually, yeah. They're bigger, so you know how the sides go kind of warped? Yeah, that's what's happening. Alrighty. So what is this? This is the Simply Chamois. When you share my video, or when you place an order, you get ballots, and you go into my draw for the end of the month. Now we have, hey, there's dirt on my desk. Yuck. Or dog hair, maybe, because I'm 2 dogs covered. You'll have lots of opportunities, I'm sure, because today is the first day of the online extravaganza. And what that means is things are on sale. And we're talking 10% off, which is huge, huge. And it's today. Okay, so today's the 23rd. For the 23rd and the 24th, papered embellishments. Now I wrote myself a list so you know what is included in that. Oh, let me finish this. 1 ballot for sharing my video. 3 when you place an order. So I'm keeping tally of all the orders this month, and somebody's going to win that Simply Chamois. And it is a great thing. It's probably my most favorite new product tool. I like them all, you know that. Okay, so here we go. Paper embellishments. Bags, brads, and buttons. Cards and envelopes. Cardstock. Designer series paper. Embossing material. Glitter. Ribbon. I love ribbon. Twine, which I love too. Specialty paper tags and washi tape. That is for today and tomorrow. So you can place your orders through me. Just message me. If you place an online order, I will see that as well and get you ballots for that as well. Use my blog, and I don't have that written down handy, but I will. Looking for a little piece of paper. I will have that for you at the end of the video. So let's get stamping. Alrighty. So here's the card. Here's the stamp set. So this is Country Road. I thought I'd try something not Christmas today. And I've had this for a few months, and when I made this card, this was the first time. So I made this a couple days ago. Well, let me just think. Let me think. This is Friday. I'm guessing I made it Wednesday. No. Yes. No, I didn't. I made it Tuesday. Why? Because Wednesday was my dental surgery day. And let me tell you that dental surgery is fun. Okay, that's sarcasm. It's not fun. And my mouth hurts today, and it woke me up at like 2 in the morning and kept me up for hours, but that's okay. It gets better. Alrighty. So, again, here's the card. So this is in simple stamping mode still. Although when you look at it, you're like, maybe it's not that simple. It is, and I will show you. And not only that, we're going to step it up just a little bit. So it'll be pretty cool. Got some twine. Got only 2 colors of paper, which is Whisper White and Early Espresso. You could do this in a number of colors. And the card that I'm casing, copy and share everything. Actually, she used dyes, and she had a layer of, might have been balmy blue, I'm not really sure, underneath this, and then under here as well. But if I was to use my dyes, that would not be considered simple stamping. Having said that, if you love your Big Shot, you know it's pretty simple. There's the inside of the card. So that's what we're going to make, but a little bit stepped up. And I've done some of the work ahead of time. So let's set the card where I can see it. Okay, so here's the stamp set. Nothing better than the wind at your back. Nothing's better than the wind at your back, the sun on your face, and your family by your side. Happy birthday. I love these because they're very rustic looking. Even the branches here. Everything's very rustic, and I like it. So, oh my gosh, where are my stamps? You know what? You know how versatile this is? I'm using every single stamp on this card. Unbelievable. I don't know that I've ever done that. So, Country Road. Let's set Country Road aside. Let's put it way over there and get a piece of paper to protect the desk, and then the goodies. Now I will put the measurements onto Facebook, onto this post after I have uploaded the video. So won't be long, provided it cooperates with me. Okay, again, I will give you, so this is the inside. I will give you this is the front of the card, the measurements after. So, very, very simple stamping. And I have to keep my Simply Chamois handy. Look at, that's what it's going to look like, yours, and that's okay, don't freak out. That's what it's going to look like. Perfectly fine. Okay, so today I am using crumb cake and early espresso. Okay, so this is the old style of pad. So you push, flip, and lock it in place. And I'm only going to open one at a time. For those who are new to stamping, this is the newer style. Let's move the base. This is the newer style, and it opens like a compact. Now, at first they're going to be very stiff, so don't be surprised. Like so. And then, now this one I haven't used a lot. This is Mossy Meadow. Actually, this would be nice on the card too. But we're keeping it simple. There we go. It's really, really great green. And you can look on my blog, look further down on the page here, and you'll see more of my, more of what's being on sale and when. Because that's kind of important. Because if you want paper and embellishments, don't wait till Monday. Okay, it's too late then, because something else will be on sale. Alrighty, or can I do it this way? Okay, so this is my crumb cake, and I'm trying to remember if I did it full strength or not. So first things first, let's give it a test. I believe I did use it full strength. There we go. So I put this on the acrylic block already, and this is block E, perfect for things this large. To make sure that I'm stamping it relatively straight, I mean, they're going to go like this anyway. I basically just lined up this straight piece at the bottom with the bottom of the block. Not on it, but in line with. How's that? Okay. And then just going to place it right about there. Remember when you're stamping, don't stamp and then leave it on for a second. Let the ink go into the paper, and ta-da! How easy was that? Okay, so the next thing I stamped would be the wheel. Right here and here. So I'm going to do the light one first. And this one I definitely stamped off. So stamping off, I will show you what that means. That's just, I wonder if you can see that. I think I'm too high up. I'm not high, too high for the camera. So, ink up the wheel and then stamp off. So that takes some of the color off. Now, for this, what I did is to create movement, you want things off your page. Of course, you want some on, but you'll notice this one's off, 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 off. That's the only one that's on. So let's do the center one and be done with that. So you'll notice I'm going to go back into my ink pad every time and then onto the page. Whew, I'm glad that worked because I moved a little bit. It's okay to overlap these two. I didn't do much of that here. And so this is considered first generation stamping because it's the strong ink, like right from the ink pad. This is second and that's third. So it's kind of good to have different shades of the same color. You can get several shades from the same ink pad. And there we are, done with that. Okay. So for the, I don't need this right now, so I'll put it away. For the wheel in Early Espresso, what I did is I stamped it. Now I'm looking for it. I stamped it in Early Espresso, just like I did here, and then I cut it out. So I can stamp it directly on, or I can add interest, still simple stamping. It's just a pair of paper snips and around you go. And add some interest. I did the same with the weather vane. I am definitely not the best at fussy cutting, but you get the idea. So on this one, I stamped directly onto the paper. For this one, I'm going to pop it up. Simple stamping does involve dimensionals too, so you can pop things up and just make them look pretty. So a little bit of assembly taking place. Whoops, don't break that. Sandy. Okay, and I don't want this in the way at the moment. So now for a brand new stamper, you're going to use the Tombow, okay, the multi-purpose liquid glue. And the reason for that is you have wiggle time. Wiggle time means, I'm going to pretend that I'm putting this on, so don't do this, don't put it on backwards. You've put a thin bead of glue on, and let's say you start here and you go, oh no, that's not quite it. Tombow will allow you to move it ever so slightly until it's going to stick, so you have just a little bit of time. I'm using this because it's quick for a video. And notice how I didn't cover the whole thing. It's not necessary. So with this, I know that when I cut it, there's 1/8 of an inch difference. So the Early Espresso layer is just that much bigger. So when you're placing it, now you're not going to put the whole thing down at once. You're going to look at these edges, and I have to pick it up to do this. And don't do that. And okay, look at the edges, and when you see, because I know I cut this exactly 1/8 of an inch using my paper trimmer, and boom, on you go. Boop, it's on. Okay, base of the card. It's funny how I can lose things that are like right in front of my face. Okay, well, you need to bear with me just a little bit. My mouth is really sore. I think I said that already. I do have to tell you, while I'm gluing this, because this isn't the exciting part, I opted not to be knocked out. So I went with just something to make you kind of not care. Our family, we're not really good at coming out of anesthetic that well. We are. I prefer just to sleep. Don't wake me up. I was sleeping. There we go. So that's placed on the front of the card. I'm going to pop this up, and I'm going to pop this wheel up just a little bit as well. Okay, so let's get our dimensionals. So dimensionals come in 2 sizes, which is awesome. So these little guys, I'll show you the difference. Here's the little ones. Here's the bigger ones. These are perfect for things like happy birthday. See how small that is? Perfect. But I don't need that one right now, so I'm going to put it back. They're good and sticky. And for this, I don't need a lot. I do like to put one in the center because, as I say every video, I do not like when you can, hello, I do not like when you can push down the center of the card and it goes like that because there's nothing supporting it. That little dimensional will support the center. Anyway, so you take the, you take this little, I forget what, I'm not good with the names of medicines, but you take this and it just, like I said, makes you not care a little bit. I'm just deciding which one I want to the top, by the way. I'm going with that. I like that there's 2 here and there's 3 up here. I didn't plan that. Oh, don't put that on yet. Whoa! I looked at the card just now, and I do this a lot and end up taking things off. And I noticed that I have ribbon. Twine, I should say. Braided linen trim, they call it. Now, I wasn't that keen on this loop over here, so I'm just going to put it right there. And the cool part is paper snips. Okay. We do have paper snips and they're good and sharp, which is why when you store them, keep this. You don't want to put your hand in the drawer and get a little surprise. All right, so only a little bit is going to show, so I don't need a lot. That's what's really cool about this, is you don't need, you know, there's tricks to make sure you're not using too much. And one is to just use what you need. So about there. Anyway, so by the time I got there, you take it, oh, jeepers, 45 minutes before the appointment, but my daughter was on her way to work, so she dropped me off. And by the time I got there, like about 10 minutes after taking it, then I had to wait outside a little bit, inside the building, but outside the office, because I'm deciding where this goes, by the way. That's a good trick. Anyway, I was already loopy. Oh, the carpet was moving. Yeah, it was pretty spacey. So, but when they were working on me, it was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I know what you're doing, but I don't really care. Not a care in the world. It's just too funny that they were kind of joking with my daughter in a nice way, because she's also had dental. Well, she had her wisdom teeth out, so who hasn't really? Anyway, let me just tell you what I'm doing. Okay, just funny. I can't type it. It's like I can't type and talk. I'm not typing. I can type and talk though. Anyway, so I put a couple little glue dots, and I do want to show you this because it's not tricky at all. Everyone thinks they're here, but they're not. There's one right there. So I actually took a little bit too much off. They're on the inside of the roll, which keeps them from sticking to everything, which is awesome. So let's say I was just going to take another one. Now you can use a tool to do this. I often just use my fingernails. Just place them under there. Ta-da! Now I'm not going to fray it until I put that on. So let's put it on. And I didn't pick any specific spot. I wonder if I did that right. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I can still do it. You know what? Oh, come out. There we go. I had to, okay, that's a trick. Just pull on it a little bit. It works. I know, I'm getting yappy. Anyway, yeah, loopy here. Yeah, so my daughter picked me up when we were all done. Went home. I didn't even know what time it was. Don't completely remember the drive home either. And slept till the early afternoon. Had a lovely sleep. Okay, so if you're out there, let me know. I'm pretty sure. Looks like the video is good. Okay, so fraying this. I will show you. I'll fray this in because you'll be able to see better. Because this is braided. It just, remember when you had braids? And you just take them apart like that. And it's just for added interest. If you don't like it frayed, don't do it. So you can kind of see this is like a nice simple and boop glue dot and effective card, even though we're stepping it up just a bit. Okay, I just threw a glue dot underneath there to hold it up. Okay, I am going to pop this guy up too because we like popping things up. Okay, so on the big section of this I will use the larger, but on the dimensional. On the smaller parts, And I have been known to cut these in half if necessary. Oops. You can, if you haven't pressed down really hard, you can pick it back up and reposition it. Okay. Now, because this is really skinny right here, because someone got a little bit handy with her scissors, definitely keep that up too. Now, you may think, oh my goodness, why is she putting so many on? Well, there's a reason for that. I don't want it to fall apart. And if you haven't seen from the beginning, wow, these new glasses are like something. I did cut it in half for the tail, and these are the small ones. So, and which side's up? The shiny side goes down, up, and then you drop it, and then you drop it. My paper quilling, seriously. Oh, how I do amuse myself. The my paper quilling tweezers are perfect for this. Anyway, so if you haven't watched from the beginning, I did talk about sharing the video, getting yourself into the draw month end for the Simply Chamois. And if you're placing an order, if you're not comfortable with online, definitely let me know and I will place the order for you. Almost. Okay, look at that. We're almost on the front of the card. So placement, I'm not going to get like silly crazy about it. If you want it on an angle, put it on an angle. I actually want this line to be kind of straight. And right about, that looks good. Yeah, all nicely stuck down. Okay, one little part, and that is we need to stamp the sentiment on the front. So when I cut my paper, there's always strips. Here's another one, different size. So it depends on how I'm cutting it. And this is the early espresso. And it's handy to keep these. Very handy. Okay, so here's our sentiment. Happy birthday. I haven't done a lot of birthday cards lately. Make sure that's the right one. Yep, because I've been doing so many Christmas cards. Anyway, so let's just see how that looks. Oh gosh, it's crooked. Well, that doesn't matter, and you know why? Because we're using a punch, and punches are a part of simple stamping. So here we go. This is the, I wrote it down because I'm going to forget the name of it. What did it? Classic label punch. I want to call it an everyday label punch for some reason. So I'll show you how this works. Okay, they store like so. Mine are stored this way because it's just the way my stand works behind me, my storage. So there's this little, I'm losing my train of thought. There's this little thing you move. There, call it a thing. When in doubt, call it a thing. And there's a slot. Put it in here. Line it up. Now I would like the both the same distance from both. That's about right. Now I'm not pressing down, so I haven't cut it, but it's staying put because I have a good amount of pressure on it. Out it pops. Usually they pop further. Alrighty, and then the little piece comes out and it turns into recycle. Okay, so I do not need that punch again. Let's set it aside. Oh, my little, we're gonna need those little glue dots again. Or am I? Because I got so much stuff popped up. I don't think I do. I wonder. You know, you can change. You don't have to do it exactly like my card. You can put this wherever you want it. And it fell over. But I do like to tie in the pieces. So, no, you know what? I do like it over here. So you might be using the Tombow. This, I'm going to use this. Now, this is a little bit wider than the little punched out piece I have here. Okay, come on, cooperate with Sandy. So, okay, maybe Tombow is the choice. There we go. Again, don't need much. And on we go. So happy birthday. Up, down, over. Decisions, decisions. Okay, let's do the inside of the card. Almost done. Okay, so for that, I'm going to use this one and this one. So it's going to look something like that. I like the stars. I wanted to put those into the card as well. So I'm going to bring back both our ink pads. So early espresso for the sentiment and crumb cake. Well, I hope you like my video. Feel free to you know, give me a thumbs up or a like, not a dislike. And like so. Doing it second generation like that gives you the you can write on top of it. Okay, I just want to check that I'm not going to do this upside down. There we go. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Not squish. Tap, tap, tap. Does anyone ever get tired of us saying that? Okay. Do, 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 do. No rocking and rolling. Oh, nice. That actually came out really well. Better than my little test here. This is called rockin' and roll, by the way. And don't do that. You'll make a huge, you're going to get a mess. So, believe it or not, well, you do, because you just saw me, I used every stamp in that set. Every single one of them. Like, how easy was that? All right, so let's put that inside the card, and that part will be done. I do have a little sneak peek for you, by the way. One of the stamp sets that I got at OnStage when I was in Orlando, and it's going to be in the Occasions catalog. Now, speaking of which, we have a mailing selector, and what that means is I can have the catalogs, the Celebration catalog, and the Celebration flyer and the Occasions catalog sent out directly to you. So if you're in Canada, if you don't have a demonstrator, then let me know and I will get that to you. I have to know by Tuesday of next week. I have a busy week thus. Oh, I covered up some of those. Thus, I want to be able to see that. There we go. There's the cards. So that's our simple stamping. So this card here, the only thing popped up is this layer and the happy birthday, which maybe I could have put 2 under there. That's it. On this one, it's the same card. Still popped up here, but I stamped the wheel and cut it out myself. Paper snips. Stamped the horse, the weather vane, and cut it out. Which one do you like better? I like both. I really do. Like I like that I can see the wheels behind here, which you can't see here. I wasn't going to fussy cut all in there because I thought that would make it way too delicate. There's our cards. Okay, you ready for the sneak peek? Okay, here it is. Incredible like you. So, there's a whole bunch of things I love about this. And because I'm, as a demonstrator, I am on the demonstrator Facebook page, and I've seen cards made with this, and whoa, they've given me so many ideas. So this is polymer, which means it's the clear, which is good, especially for new stampers, so you can see where you're stamping. It's not always important, like when you're using a punch, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're going to punch it out, stamp it crooked. But check this out. This is a font that I don't think they've ever used. So I'm like, I love this. I really love this. So I was really happy to get this. And I believe, if I'm right, this comes with, it pairs up with a, is it Memories and More or card kit? I can't open up the catalog right now and tell you. I'd have to look it up. But I love that. And the fact, you know me. Oh, thank you, Susan. I like both, kind of masculine, and you could change this completely to suit pretty well any age group, because the horses are fun. You could even just, remember how we do that? We cover this up and have horses then? Just the horses running across your card. That would be so cute. Okay, anyway, I believe this is distinctive. So you get this gorgeous layering look of colors when you stamp, and same with the leaves here. I love these little dots, all these little things. Use them. They are fun. They're fun. But these lines especially, wait till you see the cards. Unbelievable. So pretty. I do hope you like my sneak peek. I hope there's not too much glare that you can actually see what I'm showing you. So yeah, that was free at the convention. So, and OnStage. So if you like to see things ahead of time, and if you like free things, OnStage or the lives, they are the place to go. All right, I'm just going to bring in the other stamp set again. Take that one away. So again, we used every single stamp in this. Every single one. That's on the inside. That's on the inside. On the front. Here and here. On the front. On the front. On the front. Ta-da! Every single stamp used. That wasn't really my plan. I realized that I had used all of them. I'm like, yay. Well, I don't know. Was it my plan? I don't know. Anyway, there you go. So, remember to share. And if you're placing an order and you don't want to do it online, message me. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Pardon me. Let me get out. I was going to tell you if you want to place your order online, where to do so. So it's, see if I can write. I can't write that small. Well, although with these new glasses, maybe I don't have to write so big. Okay, lollyandsan.blogspot. Yep, gonna run out of space.com. Ta-da! And just follow follow your way through. There's a little shopping cart. I believe it's blue on the right hand side. Click on that. You'll go right to shopping. Online extravaganza. Woot! Have a lovely day. Actually, it's Friday. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you so much. I'm just so lucky and happy that you've joined me today. Okay? Happy. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.